Welcome. This is Recidiva. I'm sharing a recording of a casual Skyrim playthrough using a mod list I built. My profound thanks to all the mod creators who have made this game a crowdsourced treasure. I hope you enjoy. Okay, since we're in the middle of the Baron Saya saga, I did a little bit of research, and it is very confusing. But I did learn a few things. Okay, I have been conflating Tiber Septim with Uriel Septim the Seventh. So I thought that, like, the Patrick Stewart character from Oblivion ended up being, uh, Talos. Um, but Baron Saya lives so long that her lifespan starts in when Tiber Septim, who was also Talos of Atmora, who was also Hjalti, we learned that name in Old Hroldan. She was a baby when he was out rampaging and developing the empire. Cool. Okay, so, and one of his commanders was Symmachus, who is one of this major character here. Okay, so that's Tiber Septim. That's the one who becomes Talos. That is the founder of essentially the human Cyrodiilic Empire. And Uriel Septim the Seventh, Baron Saya is still around then to help rescue him. But she's still alive then. And in looking up, I was trying to figure out how long like an era is. First era, second era, third. We're in the fourth era here. The 201 is when this starts. But there's no set time limit. So apparently the first era was like 2,000 plus years, and the second era was like 500 years plus, and the third era was 200. So it's that crazy to try to figure out time that way. Baron Saya is mentioned in just about every game. And we don't even know if she's dead now. All that I can see from the lore is that nobody's occupying her castle. So, keep that in mind as we read. Let's see, what are we doing? What are we doing today? Alright, need to wait on. Alright, Hand of Glory. So we're going for some of the Assassin's Guild quests now. Kazavin's Fang, we're gonna have to wait until dragons attack us. Hand of Glory. Oh, this is Legacy of the Dragonborn, so it's gonna be really tough. Oh, I was right. I need to get the Essence of Rogvir. Boy, that boy's corpse has run the rounds, huh? Let me go get the Essence of Rogvir, and then I'll do some of the Solstheim stuff that's popped up, including the Legacy of Dragonborn things. Yeah, it was my attempt to complete a quest. End up just dropping the books that I loaded into my inventory. My new playthrough is progressing pretty well. We restarted again and redid everything again. She is a Nord. She is going to be full Stormcloak. She's going to worship Stendar, play through the Vigilant player-made mod quest. Ooh, lagging. Now let's see if I can get a heart scale here. I hear a dragon. Is everybody running? Nope. He's gone. So in my attempt to make that character more personable, I'm going to make her a complete nerd on the subject of the Dragonborn gallery. Most of my players are like, yeah, this is cool. She is all in, including the archaeology. So it and she begins the game by finding out that her father is dead. Yeah. Who's watching me? Seriously? The dead are watching me? That's weird. Okay. Ravi's essence. Ew. So I got her, like, really good Nordic themed, like, everything, Stormcloak themed everything. Her version of the horse mount mod. You can even name them different things, but I'll keep the same name just because that's my guy. But now the horse is white. For fuck's sake. Come on, come and get me. Alright. Don't have time for this. And she does things very differently. So I am surprised at how different the encounters end up. And she's... No, that's not what I meant to do. Sorry. There we go. So when she first encountered one of the afflicted on the road, who you could talk to. Now, I'm not going to do the Periite quest because obviously Periite's evil, but it becomes a little bit strange, sort of, in trying to figure out what she's going to do. But she figured it out for herself when she encountered the afflicted. She found out about Periite and Cash and everything. And normally I just get back on my horse and walk away. And she went, this person is diseased, and walking back to High Rock, they're just going to spread disease. I have to kill them. Okay. So that happened. She killed him, like, immediately. And I believe that's an innocent death, because he didn't fight back. And tried to run away. But he's dead. So that may be her into something like the assassin. Ooh, hey, dragon. Wait, don't go anywhere. I didn't hit you at all, did I? Nope, sure didn't. Okay, got you now. Not that he has to fly somewhere so that he can then land somewhere. Oh, no, that's just... Many hit points. And yeah, so she killed them right away. That might be her into the something like that is probably going to be her into the Assassin's Guild, because she's going to end up murdering an innocent who she doesn't consider them innocent. She's devout, she's religious, she believes, I mean, literally in this case, they're cursed by the gods, which is a sad thing, but to her it's like an animal with rabies. I'm sorry you're this way, but I can't just let you, go around doing things. And and someone ran up to her and, threatened her with, here, keep this thing. It's like when the thieves approach you and here, take this thing. Don't turn me in or I'll kill you. Well, normally those guys like make me laugh and I keep the stuff and I put it away, and she's like, stop, criminal scum. And she killed him. So she's shaping up to be unique. Hey, buddy. You're very dark. Can we get up there? It's just a room. So yeah, if I kill an innocent, that should, oh shit, I have to remember to get the heart scale. Huh. Oh, I probably have to equip the thing. Or just hack at it. Alright, cool. I got a heart scale. Alright, I don't need multiple, just one. Good. That's weird. Showing them it's still 69. Oh, yeah, you're still alive. Okay. You still have hit points. So that should be my into wiping out the Assassin's Guild. She is going to end up killing innocents without a doubt, because if there's anything religiously janky or as you've heard the vigilance of Stendar say, is something essentially like you'll come to the light or we'll drag you into it. She's that lady. So I'm trying to lighten her up a bit because the inside of her head isn't that much fun. She begins the game completely grieving over the loss of her father, who is Miko's owner, and developing a backstory on that. So she went, and the most recent playthrough, she went home, was all excited to see her father and recognized Miko, and then completely devastated. So she's at the pinnacle of her Dragonborn Museum archaeology career, wanting to share it with her father. And he's gone. So she begins with grief, and that sort of feeds the ice magic. And she uses only ice magic and destruction, nothing else. That's where her talents lie. And she doesn't really need to use it much. She's got ice magic essentially to pull. I'm still on the fence about sneaking, but she's never going to pick pockets, and she's never going to steal. And if she is ever forced, I don't know, by circumstance or otherwise, to break the law. She's going to flagellate herself without doubt. She's going to have to make some sort of deep sacrifice and penance. Can't think of anything where she'll be forced to break the law. We'll have to see. She might end up wanting something badly enough that she does it anyway and feels terrible. But mostly, she is lawful good to a humorless degree. Ew. Why are you doing that? Okay, there is the Trial of Trinimac sends me to Solstheim also, so let me do that while I'm here. She begins very rich. No, I have no problem with loading up money or items or food for her. She still does crafting, but it's very easy for her. She can buy her way into much of what she wants. Okay, you tell me Moraine Pass is cleared, but I'm gonna go there and there's gonna be a bunch of little weaklings. And she's also discovered she absolutely cannot travel with Ori, which is a shame. I really like Ori. Ori's hilarious and awesome, but yeah, my character can't stand her. The sharpened teeth just bother her. Elves, she doesn't trust. And she doesn't like the cannibalism talk. It's an offense to Stendar. So Ori has to go, and that's unfortunate because Ori is awesome. She can hang out with Miko, and she can hang with Kaidan. Kaidan isn't particularly devout, but she is certainly understanding that she saved his life and that he wants to repay a debt. And then beyond that, he's endearing, and he's about the only thing that makes her laugh because she has no sense of humor. So she doesn't generate funny things herself the way, like, you know, Saleya would, in the sense of her being raised by Sheogorath and having that be a big part of her brain. She's got no sense of whimsy, but she can be endearing in the sense that she does deeply love the land of Skyrim. And Frost Giant, look at that, new model. Just basically a furry. Look, we killed a furry. Okay. Spear of the Snow Prince. Okay, well that was easy. So let's go back and try to place the Snow Prince's spear, see what happens. So she can be endearing, whereas Saleya's brain is much more scheming and worried. No, I can tell that's not the right spell already. Okay. Okay, I don't remember where it is. Let's just go to the safe house. My new character, her name is Soraya. It's one of the names that Serana can call you in the Serana dialogue overhaul. So Serana is a little bit problematic in some ways, but not problematic in others if you use roleplay reasons. The Serana dialogue overhaul.
Excellent.
Serana dialogue overhaul. Okay. Let's just step outside so our map freaks out less. Yes. The Serana dialogue overhaul does add a roleplay charm effect to Serana. So if you play the Serana dialogue add-on, you will have, when you deliver her to Volkihar, you will experience a sense of a spell wearing off, which makes much more sense. That Serana is capable of charming. What just happened? Oh, look, there might be a dragon up there. Alright. Okay, it's down here. Alright. I want to fast travel, but I want to. Hello. Okay. It looks like we're doing this. So yeah, Hamilton in my head. All right. So wow, that's a lot of damage. That's another thing I love about my new character that I'm missing immediately. I just loaded up her gear with reflect and magic damage. I mean, magic resistance. And she just stands there with her shield and lets things beat themselves to death, which is awesome. By the time I get there, they will have taken off, probably. Oh, yay, we lucked out. This is no joke. This guy's really hard. Oh, shit. No, no. Come on, back down. So yeah, if Soraya gets called upon by the Assassin's Guild, she's going to flat out murder. Oh man, why do I keep missing that time? Ugh. Yeah, I see you. Oh. Please land. Oy. So unfortunately in Winter Sun there's like really not much of a benefit to worshipping Stendar. You get a block bonus, which is meh. It's not as good as Akatosh's experience bonus early game, but oh well. Hello. Yes, you are scary.
The gods watch over your back, friend.
So Yeah, oh man, I'm sorry, guys.
Maybe dead
Sorry,
now.
Solitude Guards.
Where did it come from?
Anybody else important die? I heard Falk talking. Nope, just one lone guard. You okay, Dandelion? Yeah? It's alright, baby. Yeah, he's okay. So the Dark Brotherhood is not gonna survive. Yeah, honestly, I don't even know if she would kill Cicero if she met him on the road. Really. Um, Although a lot of these characters are now essential. So she's shaping up to be unique. I haven't gotten back to remaking my vampire character yet. He's gonna have to wait. Okay, so there's a ladder, right? Oh. Okay, if I jump down, there's a ladder? Where? Didn't I just do it this way last time? Shouldn't be able to, but I can. Okay, let's see what happens.
Excellent work, Guildmaster.
Thank
That
you.
seems to have done it.
Okay.
Let's press onward, but do be careful. It's likely to get more dangerous ahead.
Will you stop sighing in a way that makes you seem undead? What the hell is happening to you? Discover anything interesting?
Yes, in fact. Latoria was able to decipher some tomes which yielded some interesting spell scrolls. Here's a few she made for you.
I don't
Sun
wanna...
and moon guide you.
Thank you.
What was that?
Heard something.
I'll put an end to this.
That helps. Latoria does not like that.
Gina, paralyzed button.
As I am much that debate may be interesting.
Kyra's got some sass. If you knew how to fight, this might be interesting.
You will look at it, but
Go for the eyes!
Go for the eyes, Engelman.
really,
That's kind of awesome. So I do love my bow, but there is actually a charm to not stealthing, just walking into a room under a righteous cloud of delusion and beating the shit out of everything. I can see the appeal where I never had before. So yeah, I'm on the fence about stealth because I don't know if she wants to be cautious.
You can come out now, Egelman.
The cautious sort, or just the my God will protect me sort who just blazes right in. I've never really cared for that particular type of character, but if I'm going to be her, I need to like empathize with her somewhat or somehow. I like these braziers. Don't know what that is. Oh, look. Cool snow elf locks. Like that. Please tell me Patero is in here and that we have to rescue him.
My brethren, the
No.
time is nigh to emerge from the shadows to cast off the chains of our enemies. Ariel and his ilk have forsaken us, save but one. Trinimac, for he too was deceived and cast down into darkness to be reborn a twisted form as we have. And through him, through Malak, we will have our revenge. Though the true instigators of our demise are now beyond our reach.
Let's kill everyone else.
Those who drove us to their doorstep are still dwelling above. Malak has blessed me with the voice which now falls upon your ears, and sight to see the way to our victory. Gifts lost long ago. He has also blessed us with a great boon, the tool with which we shall exact our revenge on the overworld dwellers above. A vision of temple in the ice, venerating his brethren, which holds the Neb Crescent blade of treachery. With this weapon, we shall wreak havoc, and the world of men shall burn.
The Neb Crescent, I think.
We once again have interlopers present here. Do not allow them to leave this place alive.
Neb Crescent is a Sheogorath weapon, I believe, if I remember the books.
Can't wait to count out your...
Can't wait to count out your coin. Wow, Ariana.
He's broken that. She's on my arm. The arm. That's really hurt. Look, I'll put an end to this. I'm pregnant.
I'm just a
There's a lot of undead, guys. I mean, a lot of farmers. I can't even see which one of you are friends and foe. I'll shoot you the wrong person in the butt. Okay, this is...
You had to fight this, mate.
Guys, this is terrible.
Okay, let's do this again.
Okay, I'm gonna settle for trying to kill my companions. I can't move because of these ice barriers, so I can't see, so the best I can do get holy shit, that's died. Okay. How did you hit Khajiit?
How did I hit Khajiit?
Okay. You know what? I think I'm actually gonna Fusro Dawson, folk. Okay. Let's see if we can get these guys to fight each other, yes? Yeah, that's right. Summon a dragon onto this ledge. Okay, let's see. Storm Hall. All dragons. Call of Valor. Alright, I'm gonna at least summon. actually see. I'm going to turn on the light source to make sure I'm shooting the Yuki people. And there are a lot of them. Alright. I think we also need some fire spells here, don't we? Firestorm. I don't have enough magic. Victoria smells a mouse? What does that even mean? Okay. Wow, okay, so Firestorm. Holy shit. 847 magicka. Yeah, I can't do that. Alright, lightning cloak. Unbounded freezing. Take that, bouncy forward. Well, that's satisfying. Okay, these guys are okay. They're not really there. Okay. Kyre, hey buddy. So
Hey, easy there. Hey, easy there. You've done a death
Let's see you do that.
Hey, easy there.
Yeah, you're green, so you're not dead yet. I'm working on it.
How dare you?
Dude, that's a lot of farmers. Okay. Okay. You guys are all dead. Alright.
I don't suppose we could talk this through.
Really, we can talk this through. Orion.
I'll put an end to this.
Good job, Orion and Kyre.
You fancy wrecking you out there. Let's see how well you handle. You will regret that.
You know, I think I like the spells.
Go, you're
Alright, what was I doing? It was... Yeah, I like unbounded freezing. Oh, I kind of like unbounded storms too. Let's try that.
best of your species. Remember? Friends, remember?
Yeah, I like that.
That was really something. I can't believe he's vanished into thin air. This isn't any normal Falmer we're dealing with here. A Daedric lackey, this one is. Yes, it's as Kyre and I had
Look
feared.
at you,
They are
Ori.
indeed
Good
worshipping
for
some
you.
form of Malakath or Trinimac. And they aim to use whatever powers they have been given in order to attack the surface.
Yes, And with the kind of power we have seen from him, Turin could cause a great deal of havoc up there. Especially with the war weakening everyone.
That's a good point. Maybe we should warn the Jarls.
Unfortunately, I fear there is no time for that. Even if we all split up and went to different holds, I fear their forces have been stretched too thin, as you suggest. Plus, there is the added concern that the Neb Crescent is apparently involved.
Neb Crescent? Isn't that some artifact? Shh. I heard
I
something.
don't want to alarm you, but I'm not entirely
Go on
certain.
and dirt to my shirt.
Go for the eyes, Eggleman!
Okay, the go for the eyes thing, I just have to say that, I mean, although it sounds generic to me, it just brings back so many game memories. Okay, so this is a BioWare thing, and I know, I'm not sure, I think it was one of the original Baldur's Gates, where you had a follower who had a hamster who, you know, he kept telling them to go for the eyes. And then Commander Shepard has a hamster that she tells to go for the eyes. And Tally has like a drone that she can summon named Chitika that she also tells to go for the eyes. I'm trying to think of the hamster's name. But I always name the hamster after the hamster in Mass Effect after the one from Baldur's Gate. Oh, I have to look it up. It's gonna bug me. Hoping to remember before. It's Boo. Yeah. So, the Boo is a miniature giant space hamster. So I always name my hamster Boo. So it's a running thing, and for him to say Eggleman go for the eyes, it just calls up so many. I mean, Mass Effect, the DLC, the Citadel DLC, where your like hamster gets kidnapped, and I think it's one of the best moments in gaming history ever. So the hamster will always make me laugh.
And not just the artifact either. The Neb Crescent is known to be the Blade of Treachery.
Yeah, Sheo
It
Gorath
was created
gives
by
it
Sheo
to-
Gorath
Yeah.
and given to Malakath as a trick. The blade forces the wielder into a bloodthirsty rampage, attacking friend and foe. Malakath beheaded his own son with the sword. Afterwards, however, Sheo Gorath reclaimed the blade. So it's rather curious that Malok would be sending Tulrin to claim the blade. It's almost as if the twice-spurned Falmer are being played by some other force, or Malok has some other plan for the blade. It does make me curious as to how the blade fell into the hands of the Snow Elves. So what's the harm in him finding the blade? Wouldn't he be just as likely to attack his own people? And it's only one blade after all.
He's smarter than
Yes,
that.
the repercussions of using the blade in battle are not what concerns me, though it makes the wielder fearsome in its own right. It also has the ability to sway people into acts of conquest and domination. Were Tulrin to bestow the blade upon a Jarl, for instance,
Then that Jarl might wage war on the others.
Which they're
And
already
depending
doing.
on which Jarl it's given to, that could result in a pretty significant problem.
Well, how do we stop him in time?
well, luckily from his speech, it sounds like they don't have the blade yet, and possibly do not know specifically where it is. So that gives us time to research it and uncover the location of the blade, find the sword, and either safeguard or destroy it if possible. Though the latter is highly unlikely. I seem to remember you mentioning something about the Forgotten Vale, a snow elven ruin looming over the glacial crevice. Perhaps that might be a good place to start.
Okay. Good job, guys. Yes, we're gonna limp back over the corpses of our fallen enemies. Okay, it looks like Latoria's a little bit bugged. Yeah,
Sun and moon guide you.
it's telling me to send. It's acting as though she's a follower of mine right now, which maybe all of these guys are. Hey, buddy,
One day I'll
having a
learn
problem?
illusion magic.
Yeah, you do have a bit of a problem, huh? Alright. There's a lot of snow elves, folks. Activate socket. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that there.
I wonder why so many would be apples in your pocket.
Yeah, they're all taking the stairs. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna head straight there. This is really okay, how do I get back to... How do I get back to Forgotten Vale? There was a way, wasn't there? I should have... Okay, I'm a little confused. Trying to remember how to get to Forgotten Vale. Because I should have like a marker on... Yeah, I should have a... Like, there's a balcony there or something. Alright, I'm gonna have to look it up again because, I should have a balcony marker and I don't. I have lost a fast travel marker. Shit. Oh, hey, let's see. Fast travel. Okay, that's really weird. Okay, so if you see on the map, it just there's no marker. It just says Forgotten Vale. Fast travel to Forgotten Vale. Okay, that's awkward, but that very likely has to do with my map add-on and not the vanilla game. So.
May Ariel's light guide you in your darkest hours.
Thank you. Speaking of that, I should pray. You guys got any water around here? I mean, I like really stink. Alright, I'm just gonna take a quick sponge bath because I'm covered in foamer. And I might need to speak to someone, and I don't want some ancient foam or whatever telling me I'm smelly. Okay, yeah, technically I think these guys are all followers right now, so they're doing this, like, weird yawn thing. Okay. Latoria, please stop doing that. You are freaking me out. There are several portals. Which one do I need? Okay. Shrine of Resolution. Doesn't look like I can fast travel, so that's okay. I mean, it really is. We were here in like spring, and now it's winter again. It's beautiful. Your corpses are still kind of bouncy, huh? Okay, so... okay. I'm gonna see if clairvoyance can help me. But again, it is a Legacy of the Dragonborn thing, and they are not great with quest markers. And it's so bright, even if it had a marker. I'm not sure I can see it. Nope. Nope. Okay. Bar and just run around. Can't run straight up there, so I need to head northwest. Came down from there. I don't think we can go up that way. Maybe we can. Let's see if I can loop up over here. Hey, I might have done it. Maybe. Okay, good. I did it. Wow, reminded to never take Latoria out as a follower. She just sighs and yawns the whole time. Latoria does make very clear that, you know, she is a, Ooh, it's cold. She is essentially a scholar.
I'd say. Think so. We should try to get higher.
Higher
and see if
seems
there
to
is
be
any
your
way
best bet
access
for
it.
combat sass.
Better not to alarm you. I'm not entirely certain we're alone. I don't suppose we could talk this through.
Nonsense again.
This always sounds like a lich attacking. No, it's just Latoria sighing.
I heard something.
Well, I
Not
suppose
so
that's
tough,
that.
were they?
Okay, I'm going the wrong way. I don't know. It looks like it's down. So... Or might have to be around, huh? Under here? Oh, yeah, if I were playing survival mode, I'd be... vanilla, I'd be dead. Okay, so... yeah, my followers are like, screw that, I'm not swimming. Alright. Not so much with the dome. I might need to loop all the way around. I don't know. This is a difficult map to figure out. Is it very far up? I don't know. Let's see. But it doesn't actually loop all the way around the cabin. Is it up there? Okay, so I am not in the right place. I need to be up there. Right? Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm making you swim, sweetheart. It ain't right. Okay, I'm in the right cavern. Because it had me zoned in here. So, I need to be able to get up there from here. See if clairvoyance can help me again. No. Oh, yes. Okay. There's a trail. See?
One day I'll learn illusion magic. Spooky stuff. What was that?
What? I've had that since. Perhaps you can get back to different things.
Checking my gear because I'm so slow, but I have, yeah, I'm wearing Wanderlust. In my other game, I have, more speed boosts. Okay, I'm gonna try to figure out if I go left or right here because it is counterintuitive. Looks like it's over here. Yeah. Okay. Kind of see why it's called Forgotten Vale, because you get here and you're like, oh god, forget this place. Oop. Sorry. Very sorry. Okay, everybody with me? Good? Okay. Sorry, I have to... Oh, no. He just decided to go outside. Wanted pets. He's just gonna go outside. Big ramp up? No? Yeah, I believe technically I should have been able to just go straight. Alright, so you come in here and you have to go up this massive ramp to get up to the frozen town. Okay. Try to remember that. It's not likely. It's possible.
I don't want to alarm you, but I'm not entirely certain we're alone.
Was it the big giant foamer that I just shot in the butt? That gave you that massive insight? Wow, that's kind of cool. Frozen temple up there. I'm not even really sure if I've been here before, if I just didn't see that.
Well, I
Not so tough, were they?
Perhaps we can get back to better things.
Yeah, I don't even know if this is completely added by the Legacy of the Dragonborn or if I'm just retracing the steps to a different entrance.
I think this is it. If I'm correct, the temple should be right behind these rocks and off a bit. I think this is as close as you're going to get. We should be able to tunnel through with little effort. Let's get to work.
Good call, Kaya. This is it. I can feel it.
Alright, turning off Sunhelm again. It's gonna be another 12 hours and I don't want to be exhausted, dirty, hungry, and unable to finish the story the way they intended. Alright.
Well, that about does it, Guildmaster. We've gotten through the tunnel, and it does in fact come out next to the temple. We set up a small excavation camp at the mouth of the tunnel, just outside the temple, and we're ready to continue investigating when you're ready.
Okay, yeah, these guys are all my followers right now, so it looks like you are gonna get, you know, this quest is intended to be played straight through. You can't, unless you want like all five of these guys following you for the rest of your life. You really, it looks like you gotta finish the game. Gotta finish it. No, not alchemy. Let's see if I have any. Ooh, snow elf pictoglass. Okay. Yeah, this one cracks me up because if you look at the fossilized dragon skeleton, I can't even see what pieces are required. The text is so small. Okay. Okay, so I don't remember the Fallen Temple, but it could all be Legacy of the Dragonborn. My memory is so bad, obviously.
Looks like we have another slot door lock here, but this one looks different. Don't think the spear will work to unlock it.
Yes, it looks more round-like. A rod or a staff would work. Perhaps one of the staves you found for Calselma, which he donated to the museum, would work. I just so happened to bring the staves along with the other relics, in fact. Here you are, Guildmaster. Give them a try.
Don't make me go back. Don't make me go back.
Interesting.
I'll learn illusion magic. Then they'll never catch me on that squeaky stair again. That is...
Venerable ones.
We've no idea what could be inside.
Temple of the Venerable Ones. Okay, Vandal is on my lap, so he's gonna go with us. Wanna go to the Temple of the Venerable Ones? You're a venerable one.
This is
Here's the
fantastic.
touchstone.
Seems to be deserted in this main chamber. Let's have a look around.
Knocked over brazier. Yeah, big.
Ah,
empty
another
space.
staff slot, it looks like. See if another staff works to open the gate.
I lack the required item. Do I need to go back and take the step? No, that'll close the door. Right? Oh dear. Okay. Okay. Hey, Vandal. Okay, baby. I lack the required item.
Ah, another staff slot, it looks like. See if another staff works to open the gate.
I did. I looked. I tried. A bunch of braziers. Okay. Let's see if I looted anything. Nope. I'm gonna see if I need to bring the stuff. I can't. Okay. Hey, Vandal. Do you know the answer to the puzzle? Is the answer meow? No. If only humans understood that the answer is always meow. Oh, that stuff.
Well, this is quite something, isn't it? I wonder
Oh,
what
it's
it's
a
all
chime.
for.
Okay. It's gonna
These
be
look like
puzzle.
musical chimes of some sort.
Looks as if they must hang from these great chains here.
Seems to me that this pedestal somehow controls the chimes, but it's missing some kind of magically charged activator.
Of course it is.
Well, then I suppose we should continue onward and see what we find, and perhaps we'll discover the key we need for it. Then
Oh
we
my
can
God.
start to
Vandal,
determine
ow.
what it actually
Less
is
stomping,
used for.
please.
Lead on, Guildmaster. Oh my, it's
Demonic
certainly coming to life
touchstone.
now, isn't it? That is exactly what we needed. Now let's have a look at this thing properly. It seems that we have a set of 8 massive chimes going from low tones to high ones. And we have 6 places to hang the chimes. Yes, it seems that the touchstone has energized the platform here. So when you touch it again, the chime is struck to play the tone.
Ah, so then obviously not all the chimes are used at the same time.
Also looks like there are 7 doors back along the wall there, each with a sun icon on them. Just like the door leading in here.
Ah, yes, good eye. So, 6 musical tones, 7 doors, and 8 chimes. Interesting. Not much of a pattern to go off of, admittedly.
Oh wait, the book. What did it say? I thought it mentioned Aethry, and isn't the shrine on the rail his crest?
Yes, you are right, Kaya. That shrine does represent Aethir. So between this, the 2 side room shrines, and the Temple of Trinamak, we have all 4 of the revered gods of Ariel's pantheon represented. If I recall correctly, the book said, "The harmony of your fear shall forever entomb the great evil of our folly, and only by the tone of his voice shall the chambers open."
The harmony of his voice, it says. Yefre is the god of nature, no? Nothing more harmonious than nature.
No, you have
Latoya
not met
thinks.
nature.
That does make sense. His icon even depicts music. So only by the tone of his voice shall the chambers open.
Seems to me that the sound of the chimes, presumably played in the right combination, must open one of these doors.
Yes, but what combination? I suppose we could try some randomly and see what we get, but there has to be a more logical way of testing it. Oh wait, the book had tally marks of some kind in the back of it, didn't it? What if it was somehow indicating a pattern?
Yes, that could be it. I remember looking at those tally marks for days while the Guildmaster was unconscious. There are 7 lines of tally marks, one for each door if the theory is true, and each tally group, if I remember, is no greater than 8. All but one of the groups, which had a group of 9, which I find odd.
I do so love a good puzzle. If we assume the chimes are numbered 1 for the lowest tone and 8 for the highest, that gives us a pattern to work with. These chimes are mighty heavy, though. Looks like you can only move one at a time. Move one, hang it, and then move on to the next, it seems.
Okay. Wow. That's a lot, folks. That's a lot, Vandal. Yeah, that's a lot, huh, baby? Go, Mr. Tallyman, tally me a puzzle. What? Oh, 3, 5, 4, 2, 1. Okay, I get it. Alright, let's see how I do. 3, 5, 4, 2, 1. Oh wow, that's terrible. Give me no indication if I do. Get a door open. The sound is awful. Okay, so I need to unlock these back doors. Now I'm confused. Alright. That was Ariel's voice. I mean, Ephraim's voice. It's... Okay. Reset chimes. Two, 3, 4, 1, 6, 5. I'm going to do it from the other direction. 2, 3, 4, 1, 6, 5. That's awful. Okay, that wasn't it. Alright, I need some help. I pretty much done what I thought they told me to do. Oh, okay, this is much more confusing than you would like. Alright, so theoretically, Orion has these relics with him. Yeah, I'm supposed to be able to get. Alright, I'm supposed to be able to get the staff of the Sky Prince again. But I can't. Ugh. Alright, I'm very confused. Okay, I have... I might have already auto-looted things that I shouldn't have auto-looted. Okay, use the touchstone. Oh, they also might have changed this quest and made it easier. Okay, so I've already got the touchstone. First... Okay. Yeah, I already did this, but let's try it again. 3, 5, 4. 2. Yeah, it looks like they changed this quest somewhat. I am flummoxed. That should open the door. Okay, the original quest, they may have changed it. We needed, like, one of the rings for this. This should have opened a door. I'm just looting what's behind the doors, aren't I? Yeah, I'm in trouble because that's supposed to do it. In the best of my understanding, and it's even playing those tones in order. So it's so it is playing it in the correct order. Okay. Reset chimes. 2, 3, 4, 1, 6, 5. Yeah, I've done this. I reset chimes. You must replace your current chime before taking another. Okay, this is bugged. I'm gonna see if I can use some console commands on this. Now it's bugged in. Okay. But no. Okay, this is not right. So I'm going to have to and now, well, let me see if I can take the touchstone and replace it. I don't have a chime. Alright, I'm bugged. I'm gonna have to just restore to an earlier game and see if I can figure this out. Okay, I'm gonna try this again with the auto looter off. See if that makes a difference. Player house, Temple of the Venerable Ones. Okay. So it looks like this could be a player home after the fact. Alright, I lack the required item.
Do you have a question?
Yes. Can you know...
Good luck.
Do the thing? No. Can you do the thing here?
Oh, you're here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stay safe.
Alright. Oh, you can't even sit in the chair. It's a bummer. Because that would be like the only thing I could do here. Alrighty, this is frustrating. Let me see if I can...
Well, this is quite something, isn't it? I wonder what it's all for.
These look like musical chimes of some sort.
Okay, they're gonna go through the
Looks
thing
as if they
again.
must hang from these great chains here.
Turn up the volume a little bit.
Seems to me that this pedestal somehow controls the chimes, but it's missing some kind of magically charged activator. Well, then I suppose we should continue onward and see what we find, and perhaps we'll discover the key we need for it. Then we can start to determine what it actually is used for. Lead on, Guildmaster.
Okay. Yeah.
My, it's certainly coming to life now, isn't it?
Okay.
That
I
is
don't
exactly what
understand.
we needed. Now let's have a look at this thing properly.
I'm right back where I was before.
It seems
Okay.
that we have a set of
And
8
I didn't
massive
auto-loop
chimes
this time.
going from low tones to high ones. And we have 6 places to hang the chimes. Yes, it seems that the touchstone has energized the platform here. So when you
Okay. Let me try it again. See if not having any auto loop changes anything. Three, 5, 4, 2, 1.
again, the chime is struck to play the tone.
Ah, so then obviously not all the chimes are used at the same time.
Also looks like there are 7 doors back along the wall there, each with a sun icon on them, just like the door leading in here.
Ah, yes, good eye. So, 6 musical tones, 7 doors, and 8 chimes. Interesting. Not much of a pattern to go off of, admittedly.
Oh wait, the book. What did it say? I thought it mentioned Ifri, and isn't the shrine on the rail his crest?
Yes, you are right, Kaya. That shrine does represent Ifir. So between this, the 2 side room shrines, and the Temple of Trinamak, we have all 4 of the revered gods of Ariel's pantheon represented. If I recall correctly, the book said, "The harmony of Ymir shall forever entomb the great evil of our folly, and only by the tone of his voice shall the chambers open."
The harmony of his voice, it says. Yefre is the god of nature, no? Nothing more harmonious than nature, Latoria thinks.
That does make sense. His icon even depicts music, so only by the tone of his voice shall the chambers open.
Okay, let's see.
Seems to me that
So,
the sound of the chimes, presumably played in the right combination,
I need to make sure I'm going in
must
the right
open one
order.
of these doors.
10 is the highest,
Yes, but
1 is the
what
lowest.
combination? I suppose we could try some randomly and see what we get, but there has to be
Maybe
a
that's what I
more
got wrong
logical
last
way
time.
of testing it. Oh wait, the book had tally marks of some kind in the back of it, didn't it? What if it was somehow indicating a pattern?
Yes, that could be it. I remember
maybe the
looking at
highest
those
one.
tally marks for days while the guildmaster was unconscious.
Yeah, maybe I'm going backwards.
There are 7 lines of tally marks, one for each door if the theory is true, and each tally group, if I remember, is no greater than 8. All but one of the groups, which had a group of 9, which I find odd.
I do so love a good puzzle. If we assume the chimes are numbered 1 for the lowest tone and 8 for the highest, that gives us a pattern to work
Okay, I
with.
did get it backwards. Alright,
These chimes are
I get it.
heavy,
Reset
though.
chimes.
Looks like
Alright,
you can only
so
move 1 at a
this
time.
is 1,
Move 1, hang it, and
not
then
this.
move on to the next,
So,
it seems.
yeah, I being a musical person, I reverse things musically considering, yeah. Alright, I get it. Three, 5, 4, 2, 1. Okay, so starting from the left, not the right. 3. 5. 4. 2. 1. God, that's awful.
That did it. Let's keep it up and get the other chambers opened as well.
Alright,
And see
door
what's
opened.
inside.
Okay. Okay, so take this stuff. The chest is empty. Alright. Okay. Hopefully, I got it. Reset chimes. Okay, I'm going to save between each of these because if I do the chimes incorrectly, I bug out and it won't let me reset them, so we'll go slowly. Question is, why would there be hand? I mean, who did this? Who did the hash marks in the back? And if they knew the codes, why didn't they take the stuff? I don't know. 2, 3, 4, 1, 6, 5. 2, 3, 4, 1, 6, 5. I suggest you don't listen to this. I'm gonna have to take my earphones out and try to do this. God, that's awful. Oh, I've got bone conduction headset. It just hurts my skull. Even if I can't hear it, it just hurts my skull. Glacial Spire, 45 frost damage to health and stamina. Pretty blade. Nice. Okay. Turn on auto route to pick all this stuff, then turn it off. Okay. And okay. Interesting. It's not taking. Look at the tiny little gold ingots. Ah. I wonder why it's not taking it. I don't know. Yeah, it might be in my weirdo settings, who knows. Maybe it's just too much to do at once. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to be taking off... Oh, actually, my headset is the thing that's recording, so probably shouldn't take it off, huh? Alright, we're just going to suffer through this. Things we do for adventure. Okay, reset the chimes. Eight, 7, 5, 3, 2. Oh no. 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 5. 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 5. Trying to figure out why my brain reversed it instead of left to right. I think just from... yeah, even on the piano, the lowest stuff would be furthest on the left. So I just reversed it for no reason. It's not about me being musical. It's just about I picked a random direction. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Okay. Yeah, I'm not picking this stuff up, but okay. It's alright. I don't think I need a bunch of silver stuff anyway. Okay, that was 3, so I need the 4th pattern. Eight, 6, 7. Sorry, my brain just goes 8675309. Cause that's Jenny, I got your number. But I don't think there was a snow elf named Jenny. 867 867 312. Okay. Farmer, I got your number. I'm gonna open the door. You have really bad taste in music. I hate these tones once more. Oh, God, that's awful. Ifrit just is punking us. Okay. You know, I don't need these gems or I don't need it. I'm not really messing with it. I don't need to turn my auto loot on. Okay, so that was the 4th. I need the 5th. Where did this giant... Oh, it's just a collapsed plate from up there. A bunch of gunk fell in. Okay. Yeah, again, guys, I can do this. It's just not fun. Seven, 1, 5, 2, 3, 4. The Bella statues can always go on display at the... I just don't need the rest of this stuff. Oh, but what's that scepter? What are you? Oh, you're an ancient former Aurex. You look cool, but I don't need you. Alright. And the last one is 6. Or they did say 7 doors, right? No. Oh, the 7th is behind the throne. Okay. Reset chimes. Number 6. Eight 17263. Okay. So it looks like in the original, I don't know what happened because I'm supposed to be able to open these doors, get the stuff to the 2 halves of the stone that I put in. Oh, my puppy's having a tough day. He's scared of something. Beauty's scared of something. I woke up this morning with him just on my pillow, snuffling in my ear. He gets scared. Poor guy.
Interesting.
Okay. Oh, I haven't been saving. Big mistake. Okay. Five, 6. Okay, that doesn't make any sense to me. 5, 6, 4, 9, 1. Yeah, it can't be 5 and 4 because 4 is already used. It can't even be... Alright, I don't understand.
Ah, good day, my friend. Until next time.
Five, 6, 4. Alright, let me just put those up. First 3.
Engelman? Engelman? There you are! Don't scare me like that!
So, I guess what they're getting at is that this last puzzle was not solved. And we'll have to do trial and error. Anyway, be patient while I do attempt that, because I can't reuse the ones that we've already used. 5, 6, 4. Alright. That's either supposed to be... If it's one number, that doesn't make any sense. But what we can do is put 1 on the last and then try the other 3. 4 that remain. Okay, so what I'm getting at is the one that is obviously wrong is here. So we can, and this is tricky because it doesn't like me removing certain chimes. Let me see if I can get this right by just trying different chimes in the spot of the one that's obviously wrong. Okay, so I need to replace that chime. Okay, let me just see if this works. Why not? Yeah, me too. Well, I had an idea, but that wasn't right. Let me look up a guide.
Catch me on squeaky stair again.
Okay. Now, okay, I already had it in my inventory. The 9th chime was in my inventory. I auto-looted this stuff outside while we were coming up here, thank goodness. I also auto-looted the chime. It was in my inventory. Otherwise, I'd have to go back out, do a whole bunch of... So, I am very grateful for auto-loot. It looks like they have simplified this quest somewhat, because it is.
I'm not sure what exactly.
Maybe another artifact has a clue on it.
Yes, that's brilliant, Latora. Shrines are often the means by which deities speak to their worshippers, in a manner of speaking. And the book did say that only by the tone of his voice shall the way be opened. Perhaps there is something on this shrine of Yafir. It does appear to be cemented down solidly, though.
Well, we do have a number of artifact fragments for the snow elves, and I think some of them may even be for a similar shrine. Maybe you could put something together that has the final clue we need, Guildmaster.
You're kidding me. Please tell me I can fast travel back here. This is crazy, guys. This is too much. Please don't make me go get more fucking fragments. Ugh. Please tell me that I can build it. I swear, I'm just gonna load if I can't. Shrine of Ifre. Okay, I'm just adding Falmer fragments. That's bullshit. Wow. Guys. This is not fun. Yeah, this really defines tedious. This is a very long quest. Now, I suppose this is supposed to actually. I mean, even the uh, fossil gathering subquest does say that it's tedious. I do appreciate that, and I do appreciate puzzles. Uh, this is just, guys, this is too much. Play the final sequence found on the bottom of the shrine. Okay, so I have to rotate the shrine at Ifray in my inventory. Okay. That is really hard to read, guys. That looks... Oh, come on. I'm looking... That's... I can't read that. Guys. That's crazy. Yeah, I never would have gotten that. I can't even see it now. 756132. That... 756132. Honestly, if I do Legacy the Dragonborn again, I don't think I'm progressing this. I mean, unless Patero is alive. I'm doing this for Patero. I'm antagonized, but unless Patero is alive at this, and he's gonna save us all from the blade of Sheogorath's blade. I don't remember if it no something. I don't remember. But this is, guys, keep in mind, this is a game, folks.
Fantastic!
Wait a minute. This can't be good.
I can't move.
You fools! Did you truly think that you had just happened to stumble upon our lairs and happened to have my plan fall upon your ears.
It was kind of suspicious. I did mention
You
that
have
hash
been
marks in the back of the
unwitting
book were...
puppets of Malak's grand design. One which now comes to fruition. I thank you for your service in unlocking Ariel's baleful prison. And I see the prize is indeed here. My prize. Kill them.
Kill Tulrin Deathweaver! Okay, happily. Alright. Yeah, she truly believes it is time for apple pie and coffee now. Yeah, we're going all the way to the coffee and the wine. Jokes.
Latoria does not like the look of this.
The fight? I think this is serious.
Yeah, well, it's probably not all that serious. Wow, that's unusual. Why are the former fighting?
Over here!
Okay. I'm coming.
Let's do this.
That's it, Fuse Master. The ghost, she is blasting the chimes. He is vulnerable when that happens. Attack him then.
What? Okay, so I have to go back down here. Okay, alrighty.
Go for the eye!
Hey, really hurt. Easy there. Hey, easy there. Hey, I'll put him in there. Friend, remember?
You know, I'm gonna go back to the spells now. It's my bow. Unless I'm doing stealth damage, my bow isn't much use. So, let's do that fire damage that got you guys the first time. Unbounded storms. Oh, he's level 150. Yeah, that's a lot of levels.
Remember?
So we have to sit here and take these shots while he's being vulnerable for like 30 seconds. wait for the chimes to come again.
You're not even trying. Easy there.
At least I'm gonna restoration. So yeah, it said Turin is invulnerable, hide, or something like that. I'm just gonna bring up restoration skill. I've got 5 I can't actually hit this guy without friendly fire on my friends.
You will bet, man.
So, I'm just gonna use.
Easy there. Hey, easy there. You're gonna hurt him. Hey, easy there.
Yeah. So, yeah, my prompt impervious hide. So, my followers realize that there's just too much chaos. I'm gonna end up in a roleplay sense feeling terrible because
We've done it.
I literally
Oh my, that was
shot
frightful.
these
Yes, it was,
good
but we
people
managed to pull through
in the
in the
butt
end.
too many times.
Latoria was
They
sure
turned
she was
on me.
going to get killed.
Well, you managed to pull through in the end. We all did.
Too true.
Alright, Telrin.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but
Neb Crescent. Okay.
I'm anxious to get back home. Despite all that we've uncovered that still needs study. All this excitement in combat has me quite weary.
Same here. I certainly have a few wounds that are going to take some time to mend, that's for sure.
Well, you had best take care of the Neb Crescent, Guildmaster. Lock it away in the Daedric Gallery. Yes, indeed. I have a fitting spot all ready for it in the museum, locked away with the rest of its baleful brothers and sisters.
Well, I suppose we should get to packing up then.
Before we do, however, I'd like you all to join me in a toast. Firstly, to Professor Patero Murasi, friend, mentor, and colleague. You will be sorely missed, my friend, but I'd like to dedicate this victory to your memory.
Yeah.
Well said.
I was really hoping he was alive. But I will drink to you, Tara.
And second, to our Guildmaster, without whom we would have never had many of the great opportunities we've had to explore the world of Skyrim. To the Guildmaster!
Right-ho.
Well, my friend, you have accomplished something truly great here today. Beyond our discoveries, which are numerous, we have also protected Skyrim from a terrible fate. I will send messages to the Jarls to inform them what has transpired here today. Just in case any remaining cells of Tulrin's clan decide to move forward with his plans. As for you, my friend, you should probably gather the artifacts we utilized in this excavation and return them to the museum. I'll see you back there in a day or two. And again, thank you.
You are literally gonna make me go around and clean up? Oh my god. Okay. Okay. So it says player home, but it doesn't look like it. The final chamber is just a room. Alright. Okay, so one of the serious flaws in this quest I've been listening to way too many British commentators lately. Can't be asked to pick that up. A whole bunch of stuff I'm not actually picking up. Alright. Boy, was that not worth it. If... Patero is dead. Yeah, if I were to do Legacy of the Dragonborn again, I would stop before this happened. It's not worth trading Patero for this. Hope he's back at the guild house when I get back. I hope Spring's eternal, yes? Alright, it says to pick up the artifacts. So really, you could just leave this place and leave all your shit lying around and nobody would bring it with them?
Hey, easy there.
Okay, activate socket. Yeah, see, it won't even let me pick it back up. This is really frustrating. Okay, yeah, there's no fast travel location to here. Yeah, if you ever do this quest, be prepared for I mean, all of that shit is crazy. Alright, I don't know what's making that chiming sound. I already found the spectral, what was it, the spectral chest? So it is in player home, you can't fast travel, and Patero's dead. So. Alright. Hopefully that's the last time I hear that. Wow. Oh, what has he said? Darrow deserved better.
Damn clever.
Yeah, thank you, baby. I need another drink. Wine. And coffee. I've put sweets and such back in my other playthrough, so I'm looking for, like, ice cream and cookies.
Bugger that. I'm not an ingredients tester.
Back to simple things like being yelled about, expecting him to eat spider eggs, which I've never asked and he's complained about several hundred times, and now it just seems endearing, doesn't it? Okay. Real Baron Saya, Volume 3. For several days, Baron Saya felt a weight of sorrow at her separation from her friends, but by the second week out, her spirits began to rise a little. She found that she enjoyed being on the road again, although she missed Straw's companionship more than she would have thought. They were escorted by a troop of Red Guard knights, with whom she felt comfortable, although these were much more disciplined and more decorous than the guards of the merchant caravan she'd spent time with. They were genial, but respectful toward her despite her attempts at flirtation. Symmachus scolded her privately, saying a queen must maintain royal dignity at all times. "You mean I'm never to have any fun?" she inquired petulantly. "Hi, not with such as those. They're beneath you. Graciousness is to be desired from those in authority, milady. Familiarity is not. You will remain chaste and modest while you are at the Imperial City." Baron Saya made a face. "I might as well be back at Darkmoor Keep. Elves are promiscuous by nature, you know. Everyone says so." "Everyone is wrong, then. Some are, some aren't. The Emperor and I expect you to display both discrimination and good taste. Let me remind you, Your Highness, that you hold the throne... Let me remind you, Your Highness, that you hold the throne of Mournhold not by the right of blood, but solely at the pleasure of Tiber Septim. If he judges you unsuitable, your reign will end ere it begins. He requires intelligence, obedience, discretion, and total loyalty in all his appointees, and he favors chastity and modesty in women. I strongly suggest you model your deportment after our good Drelian, lady. I'd leave me back in Darkmoor, Barensiah snapped resentfully, offended at the thought of emulating the frigid, prudish Drelian in any way. That is not an option, Your Highness. If you are of no use to Tiber Septim, he will see to it that you are of no use to his enemies either, the general said portentously. If you would keep your head on your shoulders, take heed. Let me add that power offers pleasures other than those of carnality and cavorting with base company. He began to speak of art, literature, drama, music, and the grand balls thrown at the imperial court. Barensiah listened with growing interest, spurred on not entirely by his threats, but afterward she asked timidly if she might continue her study of magic while at the imperial city. Symmachus seemed pleased at this and promised to arrange it. Encouraged, she then said that she noted 3 of their knight escorts were women, and asked if she might train a little with them, just for the sake of exercise. The general looked less delighted at this, but gave his consent, though stressing it would only be with the women. The late winter weather held fair, though slightly frosty, for the rest of their journey, so that they traveled quickly over firm roads. On the last day of their trip, spring seemed to have arrived at last, for there were hints of a thaw. The road grew muddy underfoot, and everywhere one could hear water trickling and dripping faintly but steadily. It was a welcome sound. They came to the great bridge that crossed into the imperial city at sunset. The rosy glow turned the stark white marble edifices of the metropolis a delicate pink. It all looked very new and grand and immaculate. A broad avenue led toward the palace. A crowd of people of all sorts and races filled the wide concourse. Lights winked out in the shops and out and on in the inns as dusk fell, and my cats are playing the murder game with a crinkle toy. Stars came out singly and then by twos and threes. Even the side streets were broad and brightly illuminated. Near the palace, the towers of an immense mage's guild hall reared toward the east, while westward the stained glass windows of a huge tabernacle glittered in the dying light. Symmachus had apartments in a magnificent house 2 blocks from the palace, past the temple of the One he identified as he passed it, an ancient Nordic cult which Tiber Septim had revived. They said that Barensiah would be expected to become a member should she prove acceptable to the emperor. The place was quite splendid, although little to Barensiah's taste. The walls and furnishings were done in utter pristine white, relieved only by touches of dull gold, and the floors in dully gleaming black marble. Barensiah's eyes ached for color and the interplay of subtle shadings. In the morning, Symmachus and Drelian escorted her to the imperial palace. Barensiah noted that everyone they met greeted Symmachus with a deferential respect, in some cases bordering on obsequiousness. The general seemed to take it for granted. They were ushered directly into the imperial presence. The morning sun flooded a small room through a large window with tiny panes, washing over a sumptuously laden breakfast table and the single man who sat there, dark against the light. He leapt to his feet as they entered and hurried toward them. "Ah, Symmachus, our most loyal friend, we welcome your return most gladly." His hands held Symmachus's shoulders briefly, fondly, halting the deep... Okay, that's a difficult sentence. I'm still tripping over the S's. His hands held Symmachus's shoulders briefly, fondly, halting the deep genuflection the dark elf had been in the process of effecting. Barensiah curtsied as Tiber Septim turned to her. "Barensiah, our naughty little runaway. How do you do, child? Here, let us have a look at you. Why, Symmachus, she's charming, absolutely charming. Why have you hidden her from us all these years? Is the light too much, child? Shall we draw the hanging?" "Yes, of course." He waved aside Symmachus's protests and drew the curtains himself, not troubling to summon a servant. "You will pardon us for this discourtesy toward yourselves, our dear guests. We've much to think about, though that's scant excuse for hospitality's neglect. But, pray join us. There's some excellent nectarines from Blackmarsh." They settled themselves at the table, Baron Saya was dumbfounded. Tiber Septim was nothing like the grim, gray, giant warrior she pictured. He was of average height, fully half a head shorter than tall Symmachus, although he was well knit of figure and lithe of movement. He had a winning smile, bright, indeed piercing blue eyes, and a full head of stark white hair above a lined and weathered face. He might have been any age from 40 to 60. He pressed food and drink upon them, then repeated the question the general had asked her days ago. Why had she left home? Had her guardians been unkind to her? No, Excellency, Baron Saya replied. In truth, no, though I fancied so at times. Symmachus had fabricated a story for her, and Baron Saya told it now, although with a certain misgiving. The stable boy, Straw, had convinced her that her guardians, unable to find a suitable husband for her, meant to sell her off as a concubine in Rehad, and when a red guard had indeed come, she had panicked and fled with Straw. Tiber Septim seemed fascinated and listened raptly as she provided details of her life as a merchant caravan escort. Why, 'tis like a ballad, he said. By the one, we'll have the court bard set it to music. What a charming boy you must have made. General Symmachus said, Baron Saya. Oh, hold on. That's okay. General Symmachus said. Baron Saya stopped in some confusion, then proceeded. He said, well, that I no longer look much like a boy. I have grown in the past few months. She lowered her gaze in what she hoped was approximated maidenly modesty. He is a very discerning fellow, is our loyal friend, Symmachus. I know I've been a very foolish girl, Excellency. I must crave your pardon and that of my kind guardians. I realized that some time ago, but I was too ashamed to go back home. But I don't want to return to Darkmoor now. Excellency, for as long... Okay. Excellency, I long for Mournhold. My soul pines for my own country. Oh, dear child, you shall go home, we promise you, but we pray you remain with us a little longer, that you may prepare yourselves for the grave and solemn task to which we shall charge you. Baron Saya gazed at him earnestly, heart beating fast. It was all working just as Symmachus had said it would. She felt a warm flush of gratitude toward him, but was careful to keep her attention focused on the Emperor. I am honored, Excellency, and wish most earnestly to serve you and this great empire you have built in any way I can. It was the politic thing to say. I don't like that word. It was the politic thing to say, to be sure, but Baron Saya really meant it. She was awed at the magnificence of the city and the discipline and order evident everywhere, and moreover was excited at the prospect of being a part of it all, and she felt quite taken by the gentle Tiber Septim. After a few days, Symmachus left for Mournhold to take up the duties of a governor until Baron Saya was ready to assume the throne, after which he would become her prime minister. Baron Saya, with Drelian as chaperone, took up residence in a suite of rooms at the imperial palace. Several tutors were provided her, and all the fields deemed seemly for a queenly education. During this time she became deeply interested in the magical arts, but she found the study of history and politics not at all to her preference. On occasion she met with Tiber Septim in the palace gardens, and he would unfailingly and politely inquire as to her progress and chide her, although with a smile for her disinterest at matters of state. However, he was always happy to instruct her on the finer points of magic, and he could make even history and politics seem interesting. They're people, child, not dry facts in a dusty volume, he said. As her understanding broadened, their discussions grew longer, deeper, more frequent. He spoke to her of his vision of a united Tamriel, each race separate and distinct, but with shared ideals and goals, all contributing to the common weal. Some things are universal, shared by all sentient folk of goodwill, he said. So the one teaches us we must unite against the malicious and the brutish, the miscreated, the orcs, trolls, goblins, and other worse creatures, and not strive against one another. His blue eyes would light up as he stared into his dream, and Baron Saya was delighted just to sit and listen to him. If he drew close to her, the side of her body next to him would glow as if he were a smoldering blaze. If their hands met, she would tingle all over as if his body were charged with a shock spell. One day, quite unexpectedly, he took her face in his hands and kissed her gently on the mouth. She drew back after a few moments, astonished by the violence of her feelings, and he apologized instantly. We didn't mean to do that. It's just, you are so beautiful, dear. So very beautiful. He was looking at her with hopeless yearning in his generous eyes. She turned away, tears streaming down her face. Are you angry with us? Speak with us, please. Baron Saya shook her head. I could never be angry with you, Excellency. I love you. I know it's wrong, but I can't help it. We have a consort, He said, she is a good and virtuous woman, the mother of our children and future heirs. We could never put her aside. Yet there is nothing between us and her, no sharing of the spirit. She would have us be other than what we are. We are the most powerful person in all of Tamriel, and I think I am the most lonely as well. He stood up suddenly. Power, he said with sublime contempt. I'd trade a goodly share of it for youth and love if the gods would only sanction it. But you are strong and vigorous and vital, more than any man I've ever known. He shook his head vehemently. Today, perhaps, yet I am less than I was yesterday, last year, 10 years ago. I feel the sting of my mortality, and it is painful. If I can ease your pain, let me. Baron Saya moved toward him, hands outstretched. No, I would not take your innocence from you. I'm not that innocent. How so? The Emperor's voice suddenly grated harshly, his brows knitted. Baron Saya's mouth went dry. What had she just said? But she couldn't turn back. I would say couldn't turn back no, it should be couldn't turn back no. He would go. There was straw, she faltered. I was lonely too. I'm lonely, and not as strong as you. She cast her eyes down with abashment. I guess I'm not worthy, Excellency. No, not so, Baron Saya. My Baron Saya, it cannot last for long. You have a duty toward Mournhold and a duty toward the Empire. I must tend toward mine as well, but while we may, shall we share what we have, what we can, and pray the One forgives us in our frailty? Kaidan Septim held out his arms, and wordlessly, willingly, Baron Saya stepped into his embrace. The caper on the edge of a volcano, child, Drelian admonished as Baron Saya admitted the splendid star sapphire ring her imperial lover had given to celebrate their 1-month anniversary. How so? We make one another happy. We harm no one. Simicus bade me be discriminating and discreet. Who better could I choose? And we've been most discreet. He treats me like a daughter in public. Tiber Septim's nightly visits were made through a secret passage that only few in the palace were privy to, himself and a handful of trusted bodyguards. Oh, please. Oh, for goodness. I mean, what is the saying? A secret can be held between two people only if one of them are dead. He slavers over you like a cur. His supper. Have you not noticed the coolness of the Empress and her son toward you? Baron Saya shrugged. Even before she and Septim had become lovers, she'd received no more from his family than bare civility. Threadbare civility. What matters? It's Tiber who holds the power. But it is his son who holds the future. Do not put his mother up to public scorn, I beg you. Can I help it if that dry stick of a woman cannot hold her husband's interest even in conversation at dinner? Have less to say in public. That is all I ask. She matters little, it is true, but her children love her, and you do not want them as enemies. Tiber Septim has not long to live. I mean, Drelian amended quickly at Baron Saya's scowl, humans are all short-lived, ephemeral, as we of the elder races say. They come and go as the seasons, but the family of the powerful ones live on for a time. You must be a friend to this family if you would see lasting profit from your relationship. But how can I make you see truly, you who are so young, and human-bred as well? If you take heed, and wisely, you and Mournhold are likely to live to see the fall of Septim's dynasty, if indeed he has founded one, just as you have witnessed its rise. It is the way of human history. They ebb and flow like the inconstant tides. Their cities and dominions bloom like spring flowers, only to wither and die in the summer sun. But the elves endure. We are as a year to their hour, a decade to their day. Baron Saya just laughed. She knew that rumors abounded about her in Tiber Septim. She enjoyed the attention, for all save the Empress and her son seemed captivated by her. Minstrels sang of her dark beauty and her charming ways. She was in fashion and in love, and if it was temporary, well, what was not? She was happy for the first time she could remember, each of her days filled with joy and pleasure, and the nights were even better. What is wrong with me? Baronzaya lamented. Look, not one of my skirts fit. What became of my waistline? Am I getting fat? Baronzaya regarded her thin arms and legs and her undeniably thickened waist in the mirror with displeasure. Drelian shrugged. You appear to be with child, young as you are. Constant pairing with a human has brought you to early fertility. I see no choice but for you to speak to the Emperor about it. You are in his power. It would be best, I think, for you to go directly to Mournhold if he would agree to it, and bear the child there. Alone? Baronzaya placed her hands on her swollen belly, tears forming in her eyes. Everything in her yearned to share the fruit of her love with her lover. He'll never agree to that. He won't be parted from me now, you'll see. Drelian shook her head. Although she said no more, a look of sympathy and sorrow had replaced her usual cool scorn. That night, Baronzaya told Tiber Septim, when he came to her for their usual assignation. With child? He looked shocked, no, stunned. You're sure of it? But I was told elves do not bear at so young an age. Baronzaya forced a smile. How can I be sure? I shall have my healer fetched. The healer, a high elf of middle years, confirmed that Baronzaya was indeed pregnant, and that such a thing had never before been known to happen. It was a testimony to his excellency's potency, the healer said in sycophantic tones. Tiber Septim roared at him. This must not be, he said. Undo it. We command you. Sire, the healer gaped at him. I may not. Of course you can, you incompetent dullard. The Emperor snapped. It is our express wish that you do so. Baronzaya, till then silent and wide-eyed with terror, suddenly sat up in bed. No, what are you saying? Child. Tiber Septim sat down beside her, his face wearing one of his winning smiles. I am so sorry. Truly, this cannot be. Your issue would be a threat to my son and his sons. I shall no more put it plainly than that. The child I bear is yours. No. It is now but a possibility, a might be, not yet gifted with a soul or quickened into life. I will not have it so. I forbid it. He gave the healer another hard stare, and the elf began to tremble. Sighed. It is her child. Children are few among the elves. No elven woman conceives more than 4 times, and that is very rare. 2 is the usual number. Some bear none even, and some only 1. If I take this one from her, sire, she may not conceive again. You promised us she would not bear to us. We've little faith in your prognostications. Baronzaya scrambled naked from the bed and ran for the door, not knowing where she was going, only that she could not stay. She never reached it. Darkness overtook her. She awoke in pain and a feeling of emptiness. A void where something used to be, something that used to be alive but now was dead and gone forever. Drelian was there to soothe the pain and clean up the blood that still pooled at times between her legs, but there was nothing to fill the emptiness. There was nothing to take the place of the void. The Emperor sent magnificent gifts and vast arrangements of flowers and came on short visits, always well attended. Baronzaya received these visitors with pleasure at first, but Tiber Septim came no more at night, and after some time, nor did she wish him to. Some weeks passed, and when she was completely physically recovered, Drelian informed her that Symmachus had written to request she come to Mournhold earlier than planned. It was announced that she would leave forthwith. She was given a grand retinue, an extensive trousseau, befitting a queen, and an elaborate and impressive ceremonial departure from the gates of the imperial city. Some people were sorry to see her leave, and expressed their sadness in tears and expostulations. Some others were not, and did not. Thanks for watching. Wishing you found family, creative hobbies, a hot bath after a long day, and food you love as much as Saleya loves apple pies.